welcome to Only Connect. Both teams tonight have already lost one game, so the stakes are high, because on this show it's 2 strikes and you're out, which makes us harsher than the Californian legal system. Although, like that system, everyone involved is appealing, and it often comes to an electrifying end. I'm sorry, that was an absolutely outrageous thing to say. Please don't write in. I do know, of course, that in California they use lethal injection. But enough of this levity. Let's meet the teams. On my right, Hamish Galloway, a Cambridge maths graduate who works as an actuary and once visited an oil rig in the North Sea as a competition prize. Nick Latham, a lighting director who follows Welsh football, Welsh rugby and the British Grand Prix, and is the son of the team captain, Davina Galloway, a magistrate who loves 70s music and went to the Eurovision Song Contest in Malmo dressed as Jerry Halliwell. United by family ties, they are the relatives. So, Davina, you lost to the Europhiles and beat the exhibitionists. What sort of advice have you been giving your teammates in advance of this match?
They'll be walking home if they don't do well.
Terrific. Tonight, you are meeting, on my left, Adam Barr, an astrophysics student who enjoys sailing and can speak a little Russian. Richard Gilbert, an enthusiastic banjo player who once locked himself in a cupboard to avoid a violent group of guests from the Jeremy Kyle show. And their captain, Rachel Nyman, an English graduate who loves Christmas decorations, Christmas music and visiting foreign countries for Christmas. United by their love of vinyl, they are the record collectors. Rachel, you beat the erstwhile athletes in your first heat and then lost to the Welsh learners. What have you learnt from your Only Connect visit?
If in doubt, it's probably horses that the Queen has ridden.
Horses that Queen Elizabeth has ridden, yes, an obvious group that you sadly missed.
Yes.
Time to press on with round 1. Now, you won the toss, relatives, but you've decided to put the record collectors in first. Gamesmanship afoot, record collectors, so please choose a hieroglyph.
Twisted flax, please.
All right. I simply want to know in this round, what is the connection between 4 apparently random clues? Here's the first.
What is it?
Scent.
S-C-E-N-T, right?
Yes.
Yeah, S-E-N-T.
Next, you go next.
Yeah, next.
Next, please.
S-C capitalised.
S-C.
S-C, it's
S
sent again,
with
the C is capitalised rather than the S.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
take
you
it.
go next.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Night. Night as in night with a
Yeah, with a capital K. What do you
Okay.
think? So the first one is the S. Should we say
Yeah,
that?
next.
Next, please.
Rain with the G capitalised. It's
Is it a silent
5
letters?
seconds.
They all have the silent letters that are...
They all are words with the silent letter capitalised.
You're going to have to tell me something more.
well, without the... they mean something else.
By
the
removing that
homophones,
word.
Yeah.
By removing that letter from the word.
That's basically it. You're stumbling your way towards the answer there. If you take away the capitalised letter, you get a new word that's a homophone. So, yes, it's a silent letter, but you can also make a whole new word. Take the S off scent and you have scent. Take the C out of scent and you've got scent. You can make night from night and rain from rain. If you take out the capitalised letters, which are silent, you get a new homophonic word. That was a fun explanation, wasn't it? My brain's already on the floor. We've barely even started. But you get a point there, record collectors. Relatives, it's your turn to choose a question.
I have Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? They're all pictures, I'll tell you that before we start, but there's another connection. What is it? Your time starts now.
Next, please. Christopher Reeves.
No, it's not Christopher Reeves. It's Man of Steel. It's the new guy, Henry Cavill. Go next, please.
Next, please. Next, please. No, yeah, most of the Ten Commandments.
So,
5 seconds.
who do you think it is? Should we just go with Moses?
Okay, well.
Should we go with Moses as a connection?
The connection is not Moses, so there's a bonus opportunity for the record collectors.
Do they all have awards named after them?
They do not all have awards named after them. You're right that Moses is the person in the last picture. Who else do you recognise? I mean, I'm guessing you know Superman. Do you know the people in the other 2 pictures?
No.
You are seeing Heathcliff, Superman, Tom Jones and Moses. And what those characters or people have in common is they were all foundlings, all abandoned as babies or children and found. All foundlings was the answer. Back to you, record collectors, for a choice.
Horned viper, please.
Horned viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Robert Langdon.
Oh, well, he's in the down back. Should we go next? Next, please.
Elizabeth Cylinder, so Millennium Trilogy.
Right, so have they all been in trilogies? Should we say... yeah, should we say next?
Yeah, next.
Next, please.
Sheldon Cooper, Big Bang Theory.
So what have they... Are they all professors? No.
No, next.
Next, please.
Will Hunting. They're all mentored by professors, I guess.
Well, they're all students.
No, they're not all students, because Robert Langdon
They're
is...
all mentored by professors.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
3 seconds.
They're all mentored by professors?
No, I think they are not all mentored by professors. That is not a true connection between all 4. So, relatives, there's a bonus chance for you.
Have they all got eidetic memories?
They have all got eidetic or photographic memories. That is absolutely right. So you get the bonus point, relatives, and your chance to choose a question.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please.
They all split up into smaller companies. We'll have another one.
Next, please.
The project split up.
Columbia Record Labels, something X, telecommunications.
KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, it could be something football club as well.
Go on the next one.
Next, please. We're running out of time. British Petroleum.
Have they now
5
only
seconds.
known by the initials.
Hello?
Hamish?
They're an acronym that used to stand for something, but now that doesn't stand for anything. That's the company name in total.
That is absolutely it.
Well done.
Orphan initialisms, I see the question editor has decided to call it. They are all companies that used to have longer names for which these were initials. Kentucky Fried Chicken, British Petroleum and so on, but now the company name is just the initials by themselves.
Okay.
Very well done for the point, and back to you, collectors, for a choice.
Sure, water. Water, please.
There it is. It's the old music question. What is the connection between these audio clues? Here's the first.
Oh, yes, so she's saying Delia Derbyshire. Next, please. Oh, it's Prince. It's Little Red Corvette.
Yeah, OK. Next.
Next, please. Oh, well, this is the Cars. Do they just do Cars? What's supposed to be Cars, then?
Yeah,
What do you think?
OK, go for it.
Should I go for it?
Yeah.
Cars?
The connection is Cars. What can you tell me about the first piece of music? What's that got to do with Cars?
Wasn't it a remix by someone, but I can't
Was it?
work out who the remix was.
No,
that remix was. But
You're working along the right lines. It was the Time Lords.
Time Lords.
They later
KLF.
became the KLF. And it was sort of early prank by them, but it was Doctor in the TARDIS, it was called, and it was ostensibly performed by a car.
Oh, right.
That was the link there. And then Little Red Corvette by Prince and the Cars, My Best Friend's Girl, you didn't need to hear. Sadly, you came in depriving us all of a chance to hear the theme from Knight Rider. Relatives, back to you for the last question. Lion, I simply want to know what is the connection between these clues. Here's the first.
That's been the championship.
Okay, next, please.
What that was called. Take another one.
Next, please. Because we're on Football League.
Football League one was just the one on Millipedes, but found
Well, it's supposed to have 1,000 legs, but it doesn't.
Five's big reunion.
yeah, you're right, because Five's big reunion, only 4 of them came back.
Okay, ready, go for it.
Yeah.
Nicholas will answer.
It's basically Millipedes meant to have 1,000 legs, but it doesn't. 5, when they came back, only 4 of them came back.
That's basically it. They're misleading numbers. You didn't need to see the last 100 Years' War, which didn't actually last for 100 years, but that lasted longer than that. But it's misleading numbers. Football League One, I believe, is the old Division 3, is it?
Yeah, it's now... it was Division 3, and now it's...
It's basically the top, apart from the 2 above it, is Division 1. And 5's big reunion, there were only 4 of them. Who was missing?
No, it was Jay.
yeah, I knew that.
It's more than just Jay something else, apparently.
Oh, he had a surname.
Yes. Jay Brown. The producer told me this at lunch. I only knew that there were 4 of them when they came back, and the producer, who's otherwise an extremely brilliant and erudite woman, said, yes, it was Jay Brown. Hidden shallows, that woman. Hidden shallows. At the end of round 1, then, the record collectors have 3 points, the relatives have 4. No misleading numbers here. Round 2 is the second round of the quiz. It's the sequences. I want to know what comes forth in a sequence. So, record collectors, you'll be going first again. Which hieroglyph would you like this
Eye
time?
of Horus? Eye of Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. OK. What would come next in this sequence? Here's your first clue.
Next.
Would that next, please?
Changing European voting system. So that's
Oh, are they
referendums.
referendums?
So
what
it's
came
got to be the AV, I guess?
Is that definitely?
No, I don't know.
Should we say next?
No, that hasn't been a referendum, Ash.
Should we say AV then?
Yeah, AV.
AV.
I'm afraid that is not correct. You could not put that next in the sequence. So I'm going to show the third clue to the relatives for a possible bonus point if you can tell me what comes forth.
Scottish independence.
Scottish independence is not the answer. You're all thinking about referendums, aren't you? But that's not it. Certainly wasn't a referendum on the age of consent. No, these are things enabled by the Parliament Act. When the Commons and the Lords disagree, in extreme circumstances, the Commons can invoke the Parliament Act to get a law through anyway. And that has not happened very often. Most recently was in 2004 with the hunting ban. And then we're going back through time for the other clues. Relatives then, no bonus, but you can choose your own question.
2 reads, please.
OK. What is the fourth in this sequence? These ones are going to be picture clues, so what sort of thing would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Any idea who that
Yeah,
is?
it's one in the family, is it? Helen?
OK.
Next, please. Stiletto shoes. The first one was Helen, not Helen, it's the other one.
Well,
It's the sister of...
I don't know. We'll take the next one.
Next, please.
That's Beth Ditto. So,
Stiletto, Beth Ditto, ETTO, ITTO, so we need to go motto.
OK.
Motto.
Motto would be the right answer. I'd also have accepted a lovely risotto. Motto is right, you get the points, and why is that?
I'm not sure who the first one is,
Chatto, Lady Chatto.
but the second one is Stiletto, which is ETTO. Third one is Beth Ditto, which is ITTO.
Go on, Chatter.
So,
The
That's
first
right.
one's Lady Chatto.
That's it. It's Lady Sarah Chatto, was Lady Sarah Armstrong-Jones, daughter of Princess Margaret, but she married Daniel Chatto, the actor who you can still sometimes see in old episodes of To the Manor Born. I spotted him once there. Chatto, Etto, Itto, something that ended OTTO, motto. Very acceptable, well done. Over to you, record collectors, to choose a question.
So, Horn Viper, please.
Horned Viper. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Stockton 2012.
Oh,
Next.
are they... OK, next, please.
Third Orange County in that
94, what do we think?
Take next.
Next, please.
Because I can't tell. Second Jefferson County 2011.
When were they?
No, they're not.
No.
That's 2011. It's something in LA.
So what do we think was the first one again?
So Stockton 2012.
Stockton.
So first.
So 2010, what we're looking at?
No, it's not in any
5 seconds.
What should we say?
Just the first.
Hollywood 2008.
First Hollywood, 2008.
Not the right answer, I'm afraid. So there's another bonus opportunity for you, relatives.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I'll tell you the answer. It's first Detroit 2013.
What was I going to say?
The reason is, this is municipal bankruptcies in America. I'm going to tell you the amounts. When Stockton, California declared bankruptcy in 2012, they were looking for $1 billion. That was their debt. Orange County, that was next, $2 billion. Jefferson County, 2011, $4 billion. What was the amount for which Detroit, Michigan went bankrupt? What was it in 2013?
billion?
So say 12 billion.
18 billion. $18 billion. That was a massive bankruptcy. That was some expensive bin men they had in Detroit. Anyway, nobody spotted that fiendish little connection, so relatives, it's your turn to choose a question.
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. OK, what will be the fourth in this sequence? Time starts now.
Next.
Next, please.
diverting attention by astronomers now. This is the code system for.
Do you want me to go for it? Or wait?
No, it has to be fourth. So
Go for another one.
Go take another one.
Next, please.
Threatening. So red impact. We'll go for red impact. Impact imminent or something.
I'll accept that, yes. Red is absolutely the colour, and it's collisions of any kind or impact. So red and some sense of impact or collision is right. What's the reason?
It's the warning system for asteroids which may be on the collision course with Earth.
That's it, matter from space, and the various colours of warning for what the problem might be. Certain collisions. I'm delighted to see the note that with certain collisions, if it's a red warning, you know, it might be fine, but in worst cases, may threaten the future of civilization. That'd be relaxing, wouldn't it? It might be fine, or threaten the future of civilization completely. Record collectors, back to you to make a choice.
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
R1 to 10.
Do you want this?
No, take next.
Next, please.
R2.QF.
Oh, it's round 2, quarter past 13, so it's the amount of teams in something, maybe round 1 to 10. No way.
Round 2, comma, quarterfinals 13.
So, should we say next or? Wait,
Yeah, I guess.
next, please.
Let's get this one. SF17.
Is it the cumulative number of matches that have been played in something?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
So when would you want that? So it'd be
F18.
F18?
F19 even.
No, F8. F19.
F19.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So another bonus chance for you, relatives.
Sorry.
Can't give you too long.
F18 then.
F18 is the answer, which you nearly said. Sorry, guys. This is frames in the World Snooker Championship. And it's not the number that you play, it's the number that you need to win.
Okay, right, yeah.
Because obviously they're playing a best of certain numbers, so you need to win 10 frames to get through round 1, 13 for round 2 in the quarterfinal, 17 for the semi-final, and for the final you've got to win 18 frames. It's a slightly baffling system, not as baffling as the Only Connect system, how you get through that. So well done for the bonus point, and you get the last question, which is water. So what would be the last in this sequence? Here's the first.
Take the next one.
Next, please.
I still don't know. Still got nothing. No, you take the next.
Next, please.
And I still don't know.
Heard of Greenacre, that's the problem. I can't think where that.
So one.
Places where cartoon characters live, they get
But what would the sequence be? So
what is it?
There or something like that. I have no idea.
Right.
Questions.
100 acre.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Or Springfield.
5 seconds.
100 acre, that's tough.
We're going to have a stab at 100 acre wood.
Lovely. Nothing to do with this, but lovely 100 acre wood. Not the answer, though, so record collectors, a bonus chance.
Hollyoaks, shall we?
It's Hollyoaks.
Hollyoaks.
Hollyoaks. No, it's not that, although I can see how it would fit in. The answer is Longmeadow. Does that help if I tell you that?
No.
No.
In that case, nobody here is a fan of Gardener's World, the BBC show, and these are the gardens in which Gardener's World is made, and the most recent one, Longmeadow, Monty Don's home. So at the end of round 2, the record collectors have 3 points, the relatives have 9. Time for the connecting wall, 16 jumbled clues that need sorting into 4 connected groups of 4. Relatives, you'll be going first this time, so please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
So, Stan Laurel, Atkinson Stanley, Stanley Livingston. Give me another Stanley.
Can't give you another Stanley. Stanley Hale.
No, I can give you wrestling moves.
Hang on a second. That didn't work.
Well, go on, go do wrestling moves.
Right, Boston Crab, Crucifix, Nelson and the Sharpshooter, I hope.
Okay, so
Okay,
go
another one.
for 3 other ones.
Oh, Accrington, sadly.
No,
No, another wrestling move.
no. Have you got 4 wrestling? 5 wrestling?
There's a fair few. Oh, there you go.
Hold on.
Okay, right.
Right,
Right.
now, can we get our
Atkinson, Stanley, Stanmore,
Stanley Livingston.
Stanley Livingston, I presume.
We've done Hale, so take that. Okay, let's try something else.
But that's, I don't think...
Laurel and Hardy, Morecambe and Wise, Hinge and Bracket,
Hale and
Hale and
Pace.
Pace. Okay.
Well, there's 6 of those, aren't there? So there's
Right, go on.
French and Saunders, Hinge and Bracket.
Cannonball.
Hale and
3 strikes and you're out now.
Stan Laurel, Accrington, Stanley. Hang on a second.
Stan
I'm
Livingston.
not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure that's going to be one.
Okay, let's take it off then.
Right.
What about something to do with the Falkland Islands?
Well, Falkland Islands owned by Britain.
So there's a war, Falklands War, back up. We've made a word one in here as well, so is there...
What do you mean?
Well, there's normally a word clue in here.
I don't know what you mean.
But find another word inside the word, or you can take a...
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but...
No, that's nothing. Stan Laurel.
Well, we'll take...
Accrington, Stanley.
No.
Oh, Stanley of the
So
Falkland
that
Islands.
was, yes.
That's it. You've solved the wall. Very well done. That's 4 points then for finding the groups, and there are more points available for the connections. So crucifix, go-go platter, Boston crab, sharpshooter.
They're wrestling holds.
They are. You're a wrestling fan?
Yes, somewhat. I've been to see that many a time.
What about the next group? Hinge, Hale, Cannon, French.
Comedy partnerships, Hinge and Bracket, Hale and Pace, Cannon and Ball, French and Saunders.
That's it. They're the first halves of comedy duos. Laurel, Accrington, Livingston, Falklands.
Stanley. Sorry, Stanley.
That's it. The connection is Stanley. Can you talk me through them?
Stan Laurel, Accrington Stanley, the football club, Stanley Livingston, the explorer, and...
But it's not, you see. It's Livingston the Explorer meets Henry Stanley, who's the one who says Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Dr. David Livingston.
And the capital of the Falkland Islands is
Port Stanley in the Falkland Islands. That's it. And the last group, Nelson, Morecambe, Bakeup, Preston.
Well, Morecambe and Preston are places in Lancashire, so we'll say they're all towns in Lancashire.
That's it, towns or urban settlements in Lancashire, that's right. So 4 points for the groups you found, 4 more points for the connections. Of course, you get the bonus 2 for getting it all right. That's a maximum of 10 points. Very well done. Time to bring back the record collectors and see what they can do with the connecting wall. 16 new clues jumbled up in a similarly fiendish way. It's the water wall that remains for you collectors. You've got it there in Braille, Rachel. 2.5 minutes, as always, to solve it. And that time starts now.
Goodyear, Jefferson, Dunlop, Pirelli, Crowdy, Bridgeton, Carson, Cabot, Phoenix, Oklahoma, Yokohama, Speed, Salt Lake, Dawn, Michelin, Landmark Blue. So
We've got types of tyres.
Goodyear, Dunlop, Pirelli. You can have Bridgeton. Dunlop, Pirelli. Oh, sorry, just try it. I just tried that. Just try it.
No, you didn't, because I had Michelin put in.
We've got American state capital, we've got Oklahoma City and Salt Lake City as well.
Salt Lake, Jefferson,
Yeah.
Oklahoma and Phoenix.
Yeah.
No, because Phoenix is...
No, it's not a city.
Oh, I see. It's Carson then. Carson City.
Is that gone?
Yeah, it's gone. That's done.
Bridgeton, Dunlop, Pirelli, Goodyear. Have we done that?
Try Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop,
Bridgeton?
yeah.
Because I think I've done...
You try that, Adam. I'm going to look at the other. So,
cycle
Cabot,
through.
Speed, Dawn, Yokohama, Lanark Blue.
Lanark Blue, I've heard Lanark
I've
Blue.
heard Lanark Blue.
What's K-Walk?
What is Yokohama? Cities?
Yeah, Yokohama's a city in Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Michelin Stars, Dawn Star...
Oh, yes, Dawn Star. Golden Star? No.
You're halfway through the time.
Speed Star, Lanark Blue Star.
I can't remember what Lanark Blue is. I've heard of it
It's
before.
not cheesy.
No.
It's cheese. Speedway, Dawnway.
No, K-Walk Way, Phoenix Way.
Is Yokohama a tyre manufacturer, maybe?
Maybe, try it.
It's crowded.
Yes.
That's 2 groups, so it's 3 strikes and you're out.
We've got tyres to get, have we still?
Tyres has got Pirelli, Bridgeton, Oklahoma,
Okay,
Michelin's
okay.
got.
K-Walk, Lanark Blue.
40 seconds now.
Blue.
I think Cabot is something to do with Lanark Blue, I don't know.
Yeah. Have you heard of Lanark Blue before, Rachel? No. Okay.
What is the calculator? I
Crowdy.
don't know. Goodyear.
Blimp.
Julie Goodyear? Have we still got Speed? And
Yeah,
Yeah, Speed, Dawn, Crowdy, K-Walk, and Goodyear, Dunlop. Should we guess?
Yeah,
something?
you're going to try.
Let's try that.
No, not that one.
Oh, yes,
15 seconds. And 1 more go.
all right, yeah.
I think we're going to need to guess. Dawn?
That's it. You've used your 3 strikes and the wall has frozen, but you found 2 groups. That's 2 points, and I'll give you more if you can tell me the connections. The first one, Jefferson, Carson, Oklahoma, Salt Lake.
One followed by City, they're all US state capitals.
That's right. And the next one, Pirelli, Bridgestone, Yokohama, Michelin.
Oh, they're tyre manufacturers.
They're the tyre manufacturers. You didn't know the Yokohama, but that is a Japanese tyre manufacturer. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. OK, Goodyear, Phoenix, Speed, Dawn.
Arizona?
No, you don't know. It's the kind of thing you either know it or you don't. They are all actresses from Coronation Street. And what about the last one? Dunlop, Crowdy, Cabot, Lanark Blue.
So they're not cheeses. Or cats, maybe they're cats.
Yeah, go for it.
Are they cats?
I'm afraid they're not. And Rachel, you have my permission to thump your teammates when you leave, because Lanark Blue and all the others are indeed cheeses.
Oh, sorry.
They are, in fact, Scottish cheeses. That's what they all are. But you get 2 points for the groups you found and 2 points for the connections there, so that is a total of 4. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The record collectors have 7 points, the relatives have 19. And if you've run out of amusing cat videos to Google, why not try our website, where you can find plenty of connecting walls to play, and you can also write your own. But we're going to play the missing vowels round. So fingers on buzzers, teams. The first group are all cheesy chat-up lines. Relatives?
Do you come here often?
Correct. Relatives?
Your place or mine?
Yep. Collectors?
You must be...
Tired. You've been flying around my hood all day.
Lovely, but not right, I'm afraid. So the relatives, you have a go?
You must be a model.
They're tripping off your tongue, Hamish. It's you must be a model. Next clue. Relatives?
Get your coat you've pulled.
Very good. Next category, titles of Prince Charles. Collectors?
Admiral of the Fleet.
Correct. Relatives?
Duke of Rothesay.
Correct. Collectors?
Lord of the Isles.
Correct. Collectors?
Duke of Cornwall.
Of course. Next category, left-handed sports people. Relatives?
Martina Navratilova.
Correct. Relatives?
Brian Lara.
Yes. Collectors?
Phil Mickelson.
Indeed. Collectors?
Babe Ruth.
Yes, it is. Next category, Eric Morecambe catchphrases. Oh no, you're pressing the bell, but that sound means it's the end of the quiz. What were you going to say?
What do you think of it so far?
That is the answer. What do you think of it so far?
Very good indeed.
Well, let's find out when we look at the closing scores. After an excellent run in the series, the record collectors finish with 11 points because the winners with 26 are the relatives. So very well done to you, relatives and collectors. Sorry to see you go. Excellent quizzing, but out-pipped tonight. So that's the end of the programme. But before we go, I should just say to anyone who's upset about my earlier reference to lethal injection in California that I'm very sorry. And I should, of course, have said that they also have the option of lethal gas, as will our teams when they see the canapés on offer in the green room. But to be fair, that is just wind, not institutionalised murder. Goodbye.